Talking to Congressman Jim Renacci. Good to have you with us, Congressman. Why are you running for re-election to Congress?
Well, Leon, I've been there for 20 months now, 21 months. My goal was to, as in anything I've ever done, is to make a difference. And of course, after 21 months, there's not much you get accomplished in Washington. Although I am pretty proud of many of the accomplishments I have, I think it takes some time to make a difference. And I was not comfortable with the direction our country is going. Yeah. I hope that I can continue to be there to change the direction.
You're running against an opponent, of course. What do you think makes you a better choice for Congress than your opponent?
Well, of course, my background is I spent almost 30 years in the business world. Started my own business, created over 1,500 jobs, employed over 3,000 people. I went to Washington because I thought it was broken. I believe Washington still is broken. And I think we need to send people to Washington who understand what it is to live within the rules that Washington makes. The difference between myself and my opponent is she's a very nice person, but she's a career politician. She basically has dedicated her life, as she said many times, to politics, which is okay. But I believe we need to send people down to Washington that had to really had to live within these issues. And when you create a job, you understand what it means to create a job, and you understand the issues that relate to creating those jobs and employing people. And I've had to do that, and it's a concern because the #1 issue today is jobs.
You are in this you're running in this newly redrawn district, district number 16. 6 different counties in that district. What concerns you the most about District 16?
Well, District 16 is a microcosm of America. We have farming to the south, we have manufacturing. I now have the opportunity to represent most of the western part of Cleveland. So it's really it's all about jobs. You know, when I travel the district, small business, large business, farming, they're all saying the same thing. So I'm hoping that I have the opportunity to be able to continue to talk with these people, understand, because that's what we do. We represent the individuals in the 16th district, and we have to get out there and understand their concerns and their problems.
How would you work with other members of the Congress to create jobs and increase the declining tax revenues in Ohio and in the country?
Well, the one thing I've done in 21 months is I've already reached across the aisle, because I don't believe in the, look, these aren't Republican problems, these aren't Democrat problems, these are American problems. And I have today a bipartisan working group of 8 Republicans and 8 Democrats. We meet about every 3 weeks. We talk about issues. You'd be surprised, Leon, we're saying the same thing. If you look at some of the bills that have come out of that group of the 16 of us, we have a number of bipartisan bills on the floor today. One of them was was part of the payroll tax cut extension, which allows workers or unemployment insurance to be used for jobs. So those are the type of things that we can do working together. I think we need to bring certainty and predictability back to the small business owner, because those are the individuals that will be able to create jobs.
No, Americans are always saying, certainly in recent years, they're saying they want the Congress to work more together, Republicans and Democrats together. You touched upon that. How do you break the logjam? How do you make that happen?
You walk across the aisle and you talk to the members of Congress. You know, since day one, and I've only been there 21 months, I have a lot of friends on the other side, because I believe when you talk to them, you realize that we all have the same issues. We've all, whether we're raising families, we have children, we have grandchildren, we're all concerned about debt, we're all concerned about the spending in Washington. What we have to do is talk to each other and figure out ways that we can work together. And I've been able to do that. This working group is very, very powerful. I look to be able to extend that group and continue to do that. And I think the one thing is we all can come from different parts of the country, but we're all Americans. We need to be able to work together to get solutions.
About a minute remaining for this. Is there anything else you would like to add regarding your campaign for the 16th district?
Well, I think the real key is that what we really have in the 16th district between myself and my opponent, Mrs. Sutton, is that we have 2 polar opposites, and the people in the district will have an opportunity to make a decision on the direction of this district and who they want to represent. Again, we have someone who believes in bigger government, has voted with Nancy Pelosi 99% of the time, and you have someone like me who's really been a businessman and somebody who has come, you know, I grew up in a poor family in western Pennsylvania, but I understood what it meant to have opportunity. And I understand today that we need to have that opportunity for our children and grandchildren. And that's the difference. It's a stark difference. And the people of the 16th District will just have to make that choice.
In our last 5 seconds, what's the #1 issue?
Jobs, absolutely. If we can bring jobs back, if we can get unemployment back down to 4 or 5%, we can raise revenues without raising taxes. We can make a difference.
Thank you, Congressman. Appreciate you being with us.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Good to see you.